This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
And welcome back, everyone. It's going to get a little deep here, but it's going to be worth it. I'm just going to say that. Not deep for me. It was when I first started hearing all these holistic healing terms, but then once I started experiencing them and feeling breakthroughs and understanding and clarity why I do what I do and where that came from, the world changes. And that's what I want to happen for you today. She is a holistic healer, runs deep with many different modalities, and she's also an author and a speaker. She's Barbara Strassman. She joins us today on the program. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Steve. Thank you so much.
I love your energy, by the way.
Thank you. I love yours. And I love that you're engaged in holistic healing.
Oh, it's amazing. Well, you know what? For anybody that this is new to, how do you define holistic healing?
Oh, without medication, holistic is about the whole person. It's about healing from within, because I believe you are the healer. You have that inner wisdom, that inner physician, because your body knows what to do, right? We don't tell the heart when to beat. We don't tell the body it's time to digest. Your body has that wisdom. And holistic healing to me is clearing away all of the blockages, all the energies that are stopping you from connecting to your truth and to your wisdom.
Beautifully said. And the one thing and it's on my phone, and I look at it quite often, from 4 years ago, all I need is within me now. All I need is within me now. And I truly, what you're saying is we can heal ourselves. The body can do it. Yeah. We're still here for a reason. We've been here for thousands of years. Back then, you didn't make an appointment with your primary physician. You didn't whip out your insurance card. You didn't go to the pharmacy to get stuff. You just healed. You told your body, hey, we got a problem. We need to heal from that. And your body took over and did it. Is it true that many of us can't fully heal that way, or our bodies can't take over and get it done for us because our bodies are out of whack? They're out of balance in many different ways. Do you feel that way?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they are out of whack and out of balance, but they can heal when we clear away what those issues are. And they could be truly on a physical level, but it can be a mental body level, an emotional body level. And I believe all of these energies that create the potential blockages or restrictions comes down through your auric field. So the physical body is the last place where something manifests itself. Yeah. So I believe we all can heal, but if you don't believe it, you, the patient, if we say that, then it's not going to happen.
Nope.
Because your mind affects your body.
100%.
So a lot of what I do is consciousness training, what I call consciousness, because I can do the reflexology or Reiki, but you can block energy to a certain degree. And you cannot listen to your body. You can disagree with your body, or maybe you don't feel worthy of healing. Do you ever think of that?
There's a whole other podcast there. You just opened the door.
Let's do that, right? Let's do that another time, right? Because maybe you get more attention when you're sick or when you have an ailment. That can be a whole podcast. You're right.
You call it addicted to suffering.
Oh, I love it. You sound like a Buddhist. I love it. No, really.
I'm a regular guy.
We create our own problems. We are the co-creators. I love you, Steve. We are the co-creators. So yes. And what is addiction? It's like, what do we need? What's that emptiness? And oh my God, so I'm just going to keep grabbing at all this stuff that I think is going to fill me, but the answers are inside and they just don't know it.
Well, we don't know it, I feel. Love your feeling on this as well. We don't realize it because we've got so much going on,
Yeah.
especially now more than ever with devices, social media, digital, blah blah blah, every multiple jobs, family, all that.
Yeah.
And then there's also some of us intentionally keep ourselves busy so we don't have to confront
Yeah.
us. Um,
Avoidance. Yes,
avoidance. But
avoidance.
with all of that going on, you can't even hear. You can't even hear what's going on within your body until your body is fed up with you. And then it
Yeah.
speaks very loud in the
Yeah.
form of
Yeah.
disease and medical issues and all of that. And all it is your body saying, oh, I need some help over your stuff. Listen, help me, help me.
And I love what you just said, the dis-ease, right, is what body isn't comfortable with. And you're right. We tell people, think about your car. When that oil light goes on or the little gas light, that's a signal, that's a warning. And that's what your body's doing when it has pain or something that's out of balance. It is speaking to you. And again, you're right, people don't necessarily stop and listen. So I teach meditation, I teach the
Mhm.
equal breath work. And a lot of my work, even though I'm using different modalities, is just to help the person get connected within and to let go of all that noise. And
Yeah.
again, as you said, it's getting more difficult. So it's like the closer, how do I say it? The more we need the silence and the more we need to go in, it's all that activity seems to be increasing. So
Mm.
it's those polarities, and we need to pull people back in. And here we are doing a podcast, but I say we need to disconnect from our phones a
Well,
little bit.
all
So
right.
why are we doing this? But
Public service from
right,
Barbara and Steve after this podcast. Don't do anything.
right.
Shut all your
Breathe.
devices off and sit with
Right.
yourself and listen for what comes up, and then do it again, and then do it
Yeah.
again. Um, I feel I'm here to validate what you're saying because
Mm.
I've, we're all on a journey, still walking that journey. And
Yep.
to your point, listening to your, can I share something?
Yep.
Because
Go for it.
and this is all connected to energy. This is all connected to listening to your body. So, and I'm going to laser this down. Back in January, and I'm dealing with skin cancer, very transparent for years. Yeah, crops up, take care of this, take care of that. Now, something more elevated popped up. It was after I had a weird virus, and then this materialized, and it quickly grew. And I'm like,
Hmm.
what is going on there? And it was a squamous cell, so more elevated level than what I've experienced in the past.
Yeah.
It showed up on my neck.
Ah.
And
Ooh.
in 12 weeks, it went from nothing. And I'm talking nothing. I was just at a light and I was like, oh, scratchy thing. They went to like the size of a quarter hanging off my neck. So,
Really?
well, wait for what's coming. Go to different doctors and talk with them, and with maybe thinking about maybe radiation because I had done that before. So doctor tells me, yeah, after some scans and everything, so yeah, I think that I remember the call. It was like 5:05 p.m. one afternoon in early February.
505 change. Five is change. Sorry.
Well, interject anytime. Um, he told me it was could be that looks like stage 3, and I'm like, my intuition was like, bing, no. Hang
Good.
up with him, calls me back. You want to take a look at your shin too, because that's coming up as a hot spot. And I think that's stage 3 as well. I'm like, what? It looks like a pimple. So I got another doctor, and here's the weird energy part. The doctor that I got operated on my mother about 7 years before.
Oh,
She had the same cancer in this on her neck on the other side. And
oh,
I firmly believe there was something that happened in our family that she didn't speak her truth about it. I
yes.
didn't speak my truth about it, all within the throat chakra. And
Yep.
as it turns out, that doctor was the same one that operated on her. He remembered my mother. He's like, yeah, she's a tough bird. I'm like, yeah. Um, he says, let's see. He goes, I'm telling you right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, 0.5 It's stage 3. It was not. He did the surgery, done, finished, all good. But the takeaway here is the energy that was within of the throat chakra and trusting your body and your intuition. Right away, I was like, yeah, I jumped down a little
Exactly.
rabbit hole when you get that phone call, but I'm like,
Oh,
nope,
certainly.
nope, 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 nope. What are your thoughts on that story in terms of the throat chakra and all that?
Well, certainly about speaking your truth and sometimes about not being heard.
It's too
So then look,
coincidental that my mom in the same cancer, same spot.
well, that's one goes. So, but I don't believe in coincidences. So the question is, how connected are you to mom? Are you kind of like a mirror of each other? And what if her energies, maybe throughout your life, of her energies have you taken on? Because as a child, we take on the energies and emotions and some, beliefs and so forth.
Oh yeah.
So with a client, what I would first say is, okay, what was going on for like the 6 months prior to that showing up? What were you feeling? In this case, what were you maybe not saying or feeling heard? So what was really going on? And let's go into why body had to give you such a dramatic signal, the fact that it came so fast. So what was building up, what was growing inside of you, Steve, that you weren't voicing? And maybe you didn't realize it then, but now you can look back. And they say cancer is like a false belief, according to Louise Hay.
Hmm.
So, ooh, that just went into my gut. Okay, so because I'm empathic, so I pick up
Me
the
too.
energy times. Yeah, I
Me,
gather
me,
that.
I am as well, and it's been I've been tested with strength assessment tests and all of that. And out of 34 strengths, communication was number one. To my surprise, number two was empathy. So I get you.
Yeah,
Uh,
you've got it.
mm.
And so what was there something coming up about mom? Is mom still
Um,
alive?
she's since passed, but not for any of that. Just natural causes. Um,
Okay.
But I will tell you this, when I got that weird virus, I went away to reflect, just stare at the ocean, was hanging out. Somebody I work with, had a rented
Okay.
a place on the beach. I was just hanging out, whatever.
Oh, wow.
He was he was coughing, and I got whatever it was from him. He's like, "Oh, it's just an allergy." It wasn't, but I believe that sped up whatever manifested there.
Oh, right.
However, the family thing goes back years, like 10 years before of something where I didn't speak the truth or
Right.
my truth, and it was and the same situation for my mom. Connection to
Hmm.
mom, she's around all the time,
Yeah.
and I asked for signs, and they are
Hmm.
so
Good.
specific. I can't
Good.
even. I mean, it would blow your mind. You think I'm making it up, but I have like proof
No.
everywhere. Um, Definite connection. So it, and by the way, no coincidences. I like to call them
No.
coincidental incidents.
Yeah, nice, nice, and right. Everything is for a reason,
Yes.
and sometime maybe in a podcast or now we'll talk. I do have my second book was The Way of God's Love, and it's like you say, it's about all the times our loved ones show up. It's when we're connecting with the other side and the signs and messages that come through nature. I mean, they're constant if we're attuned. If we can shut out that other noise,
Yep.
and then so but maybe whatever was going on with that friend and that cold, like you say, it's lymph gland, so it might have activated it.
Yep.
And were you not speaking your truth then, or who knows,
Who
but and
knows?
maybe something was coming up, maybe mom was giving a signal about whatever happened 10 years ago. Like
Um,
we can
mm,
get triggered and not realize what it goes back to, because your body, your cells hold all the memories. So maybe something triggered whatever was going on 10 years ago that you weren't speaking about.
and thank you for saying that. I'm going to go back in my memory because it was a year
Mm.
ago, where, and by the way, oh, I left out one part of that whole story.
What?
Before the cancer showed up on my neck, throat chakra, wait for it, for the first time in my life, I lost my voice
Oh my God.
as a result of that crazy wacky virus to the point
Oh no.
where I went
Wow.
I went to an ENT and the ENT examined me and said to me, "Well, if you continue to talk, your throat could hemorrhage. And additionally, you may need therapy to learn how to talk again. And I'm thinking to myself, I can't say anything to him, but I'm like, this is what I do for a living. This is what
Right.
I've done since I was 17.
So this is
What?
a huge message for you because
Yes.
it is connected to your livelihood. And blood, like he said, it could hemorrhage. Blood is about joy.
Hmm.
And the throat chakra, right? So it is expression, it is creativity, and thyroid, throat, we say is thy will be done. Are you listening to the universe about what you're to be doing? Maybe there's another piece. Or, ooh, sorry, when I do ooh, it's because an energy came through.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, it's always a yes. Okay. So, yeah, there's something else. And whether it's in addition or what, I don't know at the moment, we'll see what comes through. But yeah, there's something that you're potentially blocking and not listening to.
I'd have to run deep in that, but in
Hmm.
terms of, career wise, I have things that I agree with you there.
Okay.
Um,
That's
and
what I'm getting. And where's the joy? Are you squashing your joy?
I don't think I am, but I'm looking for the ultimate joy, and I know where it is. I need to find it. Find your joy.
So listen, talk to the throat, listen, ask mom. Yeah, look
You're
at you.
good.
Your aura. Yeah, you're
You're
just
you're
it's
good.
radiating, Steve.
You're good.
I feel like we should do full sessions on podcast. You
Well,
should see.
is this part of your divine matrix? This is something that you developed based on
Yeah.
many different modalities. Tell us about that.
Yes. Oh, thank you for that. So the Divine Matrix healing that you can see on my website. Um, oh boy, my stories are so long. That name, okay, Greg Braden, you may know him as a great author. He was a NASA scientist, and he's now into, or for years, into the energy world. But the divine matrix is the collective consciousness, right? It's that energy field, that web of love that we're connecting to. Like if you do the Akashic records, right? We're just connecting into that consciousness. And all my work is about that consciousness. So I was, without a lot of details, I was given that name for the healing work. And what came through over time was that really healing is about reconnecting and resurrecting, realigning and redesigning your life. There are the 4 stages. But
Mm.
when I was first given this information, the resurrection piece wasn't included. So it was just reconnecting. You reconnect to source, you reconnect to your higher self, your true self, and then you realign your life, right? Redesign it. And what I believe and find is as I heal, as I grow, as I shift, then more comes through so that I can help other people. And I eventually got the resurrection piece because it's really about bringing people back to life, right? That's what healing is. We're reconnecting you on a soul level to your truth, to your inner wisdom. And the resurrection we're bringing you back to your true life. As you said earlier, why are we still here? What is my soul's purpose? So that's what my divine matrix goes into. And what has happened is I may use any modality to start the session, but past lives can come in. Early childhood traumas can come in, traumas
Hmm.
from past lives come in, and I can channel that energy, and yet I pull out of you what is causing the so-called ailment or disease. So we pull it out, we release it. We get to see, with the help of ascended masters and your higher self, we get to see what happened in another life that's now also coming forth now. So we get to clear it on a soul level. And this healing is it's profound because you're not thinking, you're connected to your higher self. I'm connecting in, and we're working together. Yeah, look at you. Look at you
It's
react.
real. Okay, here we
I
go.
can see you.
June, I had my first ever past life regression.
Ooh,
And,
great.
parts of me is like, how could that even be? Where am I coming up with this stuff? Is it just my mind? However, I'm
Mm,
about 60%, 70% believing this was another life, one of many. Um, the emotion that I felt during certain situations
mm,
was real.
yes.
It was real. There's no way that, why would I get despondent, sad during this
Mhm. Yeah,
regression
right,
unless it was real? There's no other way.
right.
Yeah, we can make up things in our head, but
Yeah,
all of that, and it also gave some answers to my life now, little pieces.
exactly.
Yeah,
So that's what it does. It informs us. And I always say, okay, if there's a different perspective, higher self, please show us for whatever's going on.
yeah,
And that is what happened. You get to see it. And the person knows it's real for the reason you said. It's the emotions, it's the vibrations that go through their body. My famous line is, you can't make this stuff up.
nope,
And I don't have an imagination, is what I say. I don't feel like I do. I could never make up the stories that my clients experience. There's just no way. So
agreed.
we know it's real.
It's
You can't go in with a preconceived idea. I have no idea. And the stuff would make great books. It's fascinating. But
right.
the emotion, you're right. And that emotion was your healing.
Okay, question. When
Yes.
we have memories that come up, maybe not great ones from childhood and such, is that your mind and subconscious saying that, oh, hello, I'm trying to get your attention over here. We need to work on this. We need to heal from this. That's why you're having that memory.
So the emotion, so something elicits that emotion, right? It isn't necessarily the mind that elicits it, but you might be having a conversation. Like I saw the emotion go through you as we were talking a few moments ago. It can be anything that elicits or triggers that emotion. So it can be, words that touch you in a way. It can be a feeling that arises, or maybe you see something that triggers something that happened to you. So when something's familiar, that emotion, energy and motion can arise. So it's not the mind telling you, it's your cellular memory. And
Yeah.
so I teach people how to work with that. So in that moment, I teach you what to do with it, how to process, how to ask, so that you can get to that answer. What is this really about? Why am I having this
And
emotion?
you have a superpower in that you can explain this, what can be deep stuff, in a way that is compassionate, understandable, and actionable. What we can do about, because everything you're saying right here, I've got pieces that came back from that past life regression and things that were going on during the day that I had that regression that tied to it. And
Yes.
and I'm trying to put the pieces together. And there's even one piece of that whole thing I can't even talk about it because I get like choked up.
Yep.
It's like
Oh,
it's
wow.
crazy weird, but what it is for me, and it would be the same for most of us, everybody. It's the answer. It's
Yes.
it's the answer.
And you know it is because you feel it.
I know it is.
Like I said, you can't deny what you're feeling. You may not understand it.
Well, that's your job to help us. That's my
Well, that's
belief.
it. And
Yeah.
thank you for that compliment. I really do appreciate that.
Listen, I'm going to be honest
Um,
with you, Barbara. When we first started here, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's going to be like, this is going to run really deep. People are going to be like, what the heck is she talking about? Blah, 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 blah. Even though I understand a lot of it, I was like, I don't know what's going on here. No, you were very clear. Um, we're out of time. I just keep going. Like, this
oh,
is
God, no. Oh, I thought we
phenomenal.
just started.
Phenomenal. I feel like I know you. And it's weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
I'm so comfortable with you. So this may be a past life, Steve. Who knows?
I got nothing. I don't know. Well, you know
We're
what?
on another realm together right now. It feels like we have that higher connection. Like we're speaking the same language. We're
Yeah.
definitely connected.
Yeah, but very clear. And it's all, you know what? I say, ask the universe. Maybe it will get the answer of where there might have been a connection along the way. I don't know. How do we connect with you? If somebody's looking to dissect this, feel better, heal, move their life forward, what do they do?
Okay, so they can email me at soulwoman9@gmail.com, but it's SOLEWOMAN9 @gmail, because in the very, very beginning, I only did reflexology. That's going back to the 90s. So I'm
I get it now. It's old.
right, way back. That's how I started the reflexology, and that's another story how I got into it because my son was sick. And my website is www.heartandsoulholistic.com, and you can reach me through there and tap onto my little Facebook clicks, see my books there. And those are the best ways to reach me. I'm in constant contact because of that collective consciousness. So I can feel people sometimes when they're thinking about reaching out. So
yeah,
and it's like I'm an open door, right? I'm always here. I'm always available.
Because that's your purpose.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it is my soul's purpose.
It's not even, it's no question.
If you go read or listen to my story on the website, there's some videos about how I got into this work with my son being sick. That's the key. This is my soul's purpose. I had been an insurance agent, and this was kind of a dramatic shift. So that story in itself.
We are going to get to that story next time. Next time we get together, because we talked about my mom. We're going to talk about your mom next time we connect.
Well, thank you. I love that you shared your information because that is beautiful.
Well, it's not about me. It's more about me validating this kind of woo stuff for some, because it works. It works. Right. Barbara, thank you so much. I'm looking forward next time we get together.
Okay, me too. Thank you, Steve. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
We'll be right back.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.